Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Great Digital TCG Search of 2014. I'm your intrepid, much maligned, and full of malice host, PDM, and I actually, for the first time in this now 3-week-old process, have brought a friend with me to help me do a game. You may know him. He is the host of Mandate Radio. He is the king of Akron, Ohio. He is...
Whoa.
He's the Hakeem Olajuwon of right-clicking. He is Francis Collins.
Hey everybody. Hey Pete.
Hey Frankie. How you doing?
You know, I'm good. I'm excited. I feel like I'm in a new place. I feel like I've come into your realm.
Yeah.
Your forest.
Yeah.
Your happy little forest. I'm in it now, crapping it up.
I don't get how you could screw this up for me, but I hope you find a way, because it would be very curious to me.
No, I'll find a way. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure. So this is our number 1 seed in the tournament right now. Do you know that?
I did not. If only some idiot would go to the website every now and then. I knew what you were doing. I knew this was involved. I did not know this was seeded number 1.
Yeah, I think the only reason it was truly seeded number 1 was not because I had said to myself, this is the ideal card game for me. This is what I want out of a card game, and I know it, and this whole tournament's just a formality. No, it's more of a, I've played the most of Solforge out of any of these.
Okay, so you're most familiar.
Yeah, I even backed it on Kickstarter, so...
Oh, nice.
Because I play a different game made by the same guys who make Solforge. That being Ascension, which we've played together before, if you remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a deck building game, right?
Right,
kind of
exactly.
Draft a deck and yeah.
So I was like, I like those guys, I'll support them. And so I supported their trading card game, which has become Solforge. So, in its essence, Solforge is a one-on-one card game. It's probably one of the more developed card games that I think is in the bracket. Probably right in there with Hearthstone, and that may be the only one that's on the level of Solforge. So it's definitely the most polished. Hearthstone is definitely there too. Those are like 2 complete packages. Like, you could download those today and you have a good idea for where the game is going to be for the rest of its life. Whereas I think the rest of them on the list are very, like, a few of them are in development actually. So it's interesting. Yeah, and this is a very mobile game. I think it's easy to play on tablets. I'm pretty sure they have an app already out. I wouldn't know, because apps are like some big mystery to me. Frank, tell me about apps.
So there are things you can install on computing devices that will help you with little tasks that you want to accomplish. So, like, let's say you want to add 2 numbers together. You can download a calculator app. Let's say you wanted to have Ask Jeeves in your toolbar.
Yeah.
You can download an app that gives you an Ask Jeeves toolbar. Let's say you wanted the Yahoo toolbar and also the Bing toolbar.
Okay.
And the Google Chrome toolbar.
Alright.
The Alta Vista toolbar.
Okay.
DuckDuckGo toolbar. You could download little applications that would give you all of these toolbars.
Okay.
And then your internet would sync.
That is such a perfect definition of what a toolbar is. Wait, I mean an application.
Yes.
But yeah.
You have to download applications to get those toolbars.
See, I can technically
free.
I can technically get apps. I'm waving my smartphone in front of the webcam. I can technically get apps on that phone, you know. I know people are confused about what the Windows Phone actually does, but it does have an app store. Unfortunately, it does not have Solforge, so...
You know, neither does my handy-dandy Google Play store for my Android device.
It doesn't have Solforge?
It does not. I actually am searching for it right now.
It may be strictly iOS, then, for now. And, because I know they have Ascension on iOS. But yeah, so too bad I can't play the app. That may dock this game some points.
Yeah. I mean, well, so do you think, having played it, is it well suited for like touch application, or is it a little bit more nuanced where playing it on the PC is better?
No, I think it's super suited for touch, which you can kind of tell me if it is. You can reassure me. So let's I guess we could try hopping in a game real quick so I can explain things.
Sure.
I
How do
will
we find each
find
other?
I will find you. Search. Your username's probably just Snowhawk, right? Yeah. Okay.
74, but yes.
Added you to my friends list, and you are challenged.
Oh, PDAM issued a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
We'll accept. I'm gonna go with this green colored deck. It looks cool.
All right.
So what are the rarity colors, Pete? Green is probably normal. Blue is a little better, maybe, and yellow's the best.
I can't remember what the rarity colors are, actually. I don't remember what they are for this game. I know they're called like commons, rares, heroic, and legendary is the scaling.
Okay.
And there's one booster pack. When I started playing this, there were multiple booster packs. I don't know if you remember.
So here's what I do remember. It was free. I signed up for it, and then you get a login like booster pack, and then there were different grades of booster packs
Right.
that you could get, and like some of them would like have like a very slim chance to drop like a rare, and like the way they did their things was like in Magic it's common, uncommon, rare, and they did theirs like rare, ultra, and like
Yes.
uncommon was like the best or something.
Yep.
Real kooky.
Yeah, it's very weird, and now they've condensed that down into there being only one type of booster pack, which costs 5,000 of in-game currency that you can just earn from playing, and gives you 6 cards each time. I'll go more into the store later after we talk about the game. Does it say you're ready to go yet?
Yeah, I've selected a deck, accept challenge.
Huh. Oh, there it is. Ready to play. Okay. Alright.
Okay.
I just jumped into the game. So I got first turn.
Okay.
So
there's a timer. Okay.
each game you start, or each turn, you have 5 cards in hand. Okay? If you're playing first, you only get to play one of the cards, but every turn after that, you get to play 2 cards. So there's like spells, which you can see along the right side of my screen, and there's characters, which you can see along the left. Whenever you pick a card, which I just clicked a card, you could put it into one of 5 lanes, and it battles the creature across from it. They have like what would be called summoning sickness, if you've played Magic before, but if they're swift, they can attack the turn they're played. What else?
I don't know what the best choice is here.
Each player starts with 100 health. The goal is to take the other player down to 0. The catch with the cards is that there is an interesting mechanic where when a card is played into a lane or played from your hand as a spell, it gets discarded and a second level card is then shuffled into your deck. And the second level of that card then becomes... and I think every 5 turns you level up and are able to start playing higher level cards. So right now I'm level 1, so I can only have the potential of drawing level 1 cards. Once I hit level 2, I will be able to cast level 2 cards. But there is still a chance you don't draw a lot of level 2 cards. There are even decks focused on cards that help you like discard and level other cards, so you can really play for the late game. Which the kind of strategies there are is Frank right now is playing the green strategy, which surprise surprise focuses on putting big dudes out there who are meant to then stomp smaller dudes. But it's very early game oriented and like doesn't have a ton of abilities or synergy. So Frank, now you hit the battle button.
There's synergy.
Nope, there's
Battle.
no synergy.
There's gotta be. They have to. It literally has to. And turn.
So yeah, I suppose I will play my turn. My deck's super weird and is built like with casting spells in mind.
Casting spells.
So I cast a Firestorm. That gets discarded. Now I have the possibility of drawing a second level Firestorm once I hit level 2. I played a Stasis Warden, which, whenever you play a level 1 spell, you can have target level 1 creature gain Defender until the end of the turn. Then I'll attack Frank for 5 with the Master of Elements.
Okay.
That's the other thing, is you don't get to choose who is attacking and when they're attacking. Like, just all-out war happens every single turn, you know?
Uh-huh. Interesting. So, unfortunately, it's going to take me a little longer to play, as I don't know any of the abilities of the cards.
Oh, that's fine. No problem. And if you have any questions, please ask.
Okay, are you familiar enough just to go by name?
Possibly.
Okay. Put her here.
I mean, even if you tell me the abilities of the card, it's not going to matter. Like, that's one of the things. My knowledge of what you have in hand is not going to matter unless it's my turn and you're telling me.
Right. Okay.
So, okay, other things I should explain. On the left side of each character card is a axe that has their attack number, so much damage they'll hit for, and on the right is their health number, which is not regained at the end of every turn. It stays stagnant at what it is. So yeah, you'll notice Frank has put out a couple dudes and attacked a bunch, as Frank does.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw out another Firestorm.
Okay, that guy's dead.
And then play that.
Flame Shaper Savant, huh?
Yeah. It's my favorite card in the game. And actually, one of my favorite parts about the game is that the art changes as the cards level up, which is great.
Okay, so Pete, here's a question for you on timing. Okay?
Yeah.
So when am I at liberty to cast spells?
During your turn.
Okay, so before or after the battle phase?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of the other things about this game. It may be like the most simply mechanic game. Like there's some slight like nuance here and there, but it is like the mechanics in general are super nuanced or simple, I should say. Oh, dude, throwing down that primordial slam.
Yeah, it happened. So I can play 2 cards per turn,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where is that knowledge? Is it displayed on screen anywhere?
No, it's just kind of a part of the rules.
Okay, and is it always 2?
Well, there are cards that say free, and they will allow you to, so, like, I'm about to cast a card that says, the next level 1 spell you play this is free this turn. And it deals
Okay.
1 damage to target creature or player. So, like, I'll hit your Seedling with that, and then I can also cast a Lightning Spark to kill your Wind Primordial, and then also play a Brightsteel Gargoyle. So I played 3 cards that turn.
Cool.
And I'm level 2, and if you're looking at my screen, you can see I drew some level 2 cards. Frank is still level 1. So he'll have 1 more turn of level 1 cards, and then he can start probably throwing down level 2 cards. There's a chance you don't draw
Okay.
them.
Right. Okay. What's this do? Let's do that. Seems good.
Alright, so you threw that at him. It was supposed to do, what, 3 damage? And give him Defender next turn. Which, it blocked 2 out of the 3 damage, because he has Armor 2.
Okay.
So you see that armor symbol with the 2 in it?
And he's already got Defender? Is that what that D means?
Well, he does, but it goes away on my turn. So, like, he has Defender on your turn. But you'll prevent him from attacking for a turn. Which is all you would have been able to do to anybody else anyways.
Okay. I could have theoretically killed that Flame Shaper guy, but...
Yeah. He's probably blockable with any one of your creatures right now. So this Brightsteel Gargoyle, just to let you know, so you don't like do something, is he has Armor 2, which is the first 2 damage he takes every turn is nullified, and then he has Move 1, which means he can change 1 lane over.
Oh, okay, sure. I like the concept of a Cinder Fist Brawler. That seems cool.
I wonder if they changed him at all. Whenever Cinder Fist Brawler deals battle damage to a player, it also deals that much damage to that player. Yeah. That stayed the same.
Okay, so if he hits, he just hits for 2.
Yeah. It's really good early.
Okay, well, this should be all you.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to play my first level 2 card, which is a 2nd level Brightsteel Gargoyle.
He can move 2. Okay.
Yeah. It's real mobile.
Can you jump over your own units or no?
Yes. As long as you're not jumping into an occupied space.
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna get hit for 5. Or no, those gargoyles can't attack me?
The one did. Because the other one had Summoning Sickness, but the one gargoyle did attack you. And now, since it's your turn, he gains Defender.
Wait, but I was at 100 health. How did I lose?
Oh, he didn't attack you because you,
Had that thing on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Sucks that these guys can just move. Or not move, I guess.
Yeah. I think I only have 1 copy of Brightsteel Gargoyle. But he is, I believe, either heroic or legendary. Whereas I'm pretty sure Deep Breach Prowler, who is a common. Yeah.
Because okay, yeah, I did.
Why is that?
Oh no, does that stay? Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, that stays.
I was thinking it was like, oh, that's cool. Well, it's not really going to matter, is it?
So I think what's going to happen is this game is I'm going to get to talk about one of the problems I have with this game. But...
Okay. Which is, you're just going to kick my butt?
Mm-hmm. Probably. So, my deck's built around casting spells. And so Stasis Warden, whenever I cast a spell, I get to give like a level 2 or lower creature Defender, so I gave that Deep Branch Prowler Defender so he can attack this turn.
Okay.
I don't think my problem is butt whooping, because like when we started playing Magic, like initially I, would just beat you because I'd been playing the game for so much longer.
Oh, that stupid shield, I forgot about that.
So do you think this game is, like, very touch compatible?
Yeah, it's almost annoying to play with the mouse because it like wants you to do touch stuff.
Yeah. Like double tap a card to read it and
Uh huh.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep. It was not my best hand for needing bodies in the way.
No, I didn't draw a very good hand. Oh, they changed that. Fire Flame Stream for Savants now is just when you play Tempest cards. Interesting. That makes him almost better. So whenever I play a Tempest card that's lower than his level, it allows me to deal 4 damage to a character or player.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
What do Ether Hounds do again? Right.
why will it not play over there? Go. Command you.
Maybe it was just... I've been having some, like, problems where it would lag a little bit.
Wait. Oh, wait. I don't know what they even do. Oh, okay. So it was... Never mind. It was doing what it was supposed to. Alright.
Just throwing down a ton of Ether Hounds. Roadblocks, man.
Yeah. Yep. I gotta prolong the inevitable, Pete. Come on. That's what the people want to see is a slow, bloody death in the arena.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, Frank?
I don't know. Did they actually do that?
In real life?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I feel like they probably didn't. I feel like they always just killed the guy. You have a cryomancer on your team who's just like a magic spitting yeti.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's about that time.
So, also with lanes, you can just replace a card that's in a lane. So if you have something better and your lanes are full, you replace it.
Oh, you can. Okay. That's cool. Yep. It's about that time.
Yeah.
So I feel like hitting level 2 first is like way more valuable than getting to play 2 cards on the first turn.
I almost agree with you. I think hitting level 2 first is super game breaking if the other person doesn't draw level 2 cards. It almost is like then a just matter of does my opponent draw level 2 cards then, and do I not? And if we both draw level 2 cards, I'm probably going to be so far ahead at that point that it is going to be difficult for that person to come back. But
right, because that kind of happened to me.
Yeah, but also your deck is just not built for late game or mid game at all. It's just so early game focused, and my deck kind of controls early game, so it was a bad matchup as well. But there are comebacks. I have seen plenty of comebacks.
Well, I'm going to let you know right now, there's probably not too much coming back from this.
Frank, it's okay.
The odds are against me.
I drew some level 3 cards.
Yeah, so those the armor on those bright steel gargoyles is pretty insane.
Yes, so they're of the Aloyan
that's a
clan.
weird mechanic.
Like, they're Aloyan, which the Aloyan faction is the one that plays for late game, and they have tons of armor and robots. So I almost think that would be more of a clan for you than the green guys. There you go, gain some life.
Yeah, I need like 5 or 6 of those glow stride stags. That was really dumb. I should have never. Ugh, that was dumb of me.
See, you're learning on the way.
Yeah, because I could have. So, if anyone out there was paying attention, I could have very easily put the glow stride and blocked the 7 damage on the stasis warden, killed it, and then moved the wind primordial.
Just had the wind primordial in front of the flame shaper.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I can move 2. I could have moved it in front of the master of elements.
Well, I don't think you can move it the turn it comes out, but you could have just played it anywhere.
Oh, yeah. I lose.
I win.
Good game, Pete.
Good game, Frankie. So
Is there
I
a chat thing? Can you kind of trash talk or whatever after the game?
No, I don't think there's a chat thing. Oh wow, I got an event ticket. They gave me an event ticket. That's pretty cool. Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, I'll talk about that in a second. I own 8 of them somehow. How did that happen?
I'm gonna guess it has something to do with the tournaments tab.
I would imagine so. Okay, so here's what I like about the game. Okay, we kind of showed the mechanics, the basics. That's what I like to do. I like to play one game, get it out there. What are the basics?
Mm-hmm.
And then I like to get into the store a little bit. Okay, because that is actually very important. Sure. Like the most pivotal thing with these games is like how accessible are they if you just play for free.
Right. I'm not going to put any money into this thing.
Right, exactly. Like I made my initial investment, and you can do with this new one-time legendary chest thing, which I'm very curious about. I would really like to open one and see what you get. But beyond that, since I already have an initial collection, and this one-time legendary chest, you have to spend like $5. And then you can afford the legendary chest and a bunch of booster packs. Which, okay, right? Right?
Yeah.
Alright. There's starter decks. There are new packs. I've never seen these. Rise of the Forgeborn set. I guess that's a new set. There are skins, there are event tickets, but the most important thing is the basic booster pack. Okay? Which you can buy for the plain gold. Okay, so I'm gonna buy a pack.
Silver.
Right. It's called silver.
For gold or for silver?
For silver.
Okay.
For the
Silver
plain
is
silver.
the money that you earn from playing the game.
Exactly.
And you can buy gold at a rate of, if you're gonna go with the best option, you throw $100 into Solforge, you're gonna get every dollar is gonna get you 300 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Which is not bad, but they don't have like a full size. Like if you were to compare it to Magic, it's not like a full size Magic booster. But if you buy 4 of them, which would cost you $4, you'd get more than you'd get out of a Magic booster, right? Because you get 24 cards instead of 15.
Well, okay, so let's see. A booster pack is 200 gold.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to buy gold, let's see. What is common denominator there? So you'd pay $5 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
That's the lowest amount. And get 1,300 gold. So you'd be able to get 6 packs. No, that's a lie. Yeah, that's
6
true.
packs.
You'd be able to get 6 packs, and then you'd have like some gold left over to keep you, buying back into the system.
Right. So 6 packs for $5, which is like less than $1 a pack. So you figure you're still getting a much better value than you would for a Magic pack.
That's true. I mean, granted, you don't have a physical card to hold on to.
Physical's dead.
What?
Anyways.
But that I think is part of the value,
So I just opened a booster pack. Okay, I got
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
I had a bunch of commons. I got a Tempest card I've never seen before, which is really like bad. It seems really bad.
Okay.
It's aggressive. Starts out as a 2/6, then becomes a 7/11, then becomes a 9/13. It just always has aggressive. I got a Wither Frost Banshee. Which I don't play that Necreum clan. Forge Guardian Alpha. I think I already have like 8 of those cards. Ionic War Charger. A Fire Main Steed. Man, these are all like these are all pretty bad commons. Like your typical vanilla common. And then I got a rare.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Frankenbaum.
Dr. Frankenbaum?
It says, when an abomination you control is destroyed, Dr. Frankenbaum deals 1 damage to each opponent. But by the time he gets to level 3, he deals 6 damage to each opponent. And the art is just him, like, he's at first, like, sowing spores onto this horrible monster, and then he's sowing more spores, and then he's standing there laughing maniacally because there's a ton of spores on that monster. So yeah, that is a booster pack. So not exactly exciting.
Is there fanfare when you open one? I don't have enough silver to open one.
They open okay. Like the pack shows, and then just kind of the cards kind of appear out of it. It's nothing. It's nothing to write home about.
Oh, there's no like countdown, Dota style, or anything like that.
Which that system is also not something to write home about.
But it's better.
Yeah, it is. This is decent. I don't know. The opening chest in this is pretty satisfying. Like your daily login chest, your first win of the day chest. Those are nice. So, let's get into tournaments real quick. It seems like you need a certain amount of tickets. It takes 3 event tickets to join a 4-round constructed tournament, and it takes 7 event tickets to join a draft, which I know nothing about the draft, but that seems really fascinating to me.
Well, the draft at 18, you have to sign up for it so that if we go to war,
Yeah.
you can get selected.
Yep.
It's the crummy part about being a guy.
All right. Thanks, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess
I know about the draft.
what you're doing is you get a selection of random cards, and you have to build a 30-card deck, which in this game, decks are 30 cards big. I think there's a maximum of 3 cards, in 3 of any one card in each deck. So the tournament system is definitely one of the more advanced I've seen, just because tournaments in these other games either are bad or don't exist. But this one seems to have a setup similar to Magic the Gathering Online, which is nice. Like a ticket setup, like you just need event tickets. Which, how do I have 8? What happened? Who did I pay off? But anyways, yeah, that's cool. I don't know. Like if you ever want to get into the competitive side of these things, I think that's cool. And then, of course, there's the deck builder at the bottom. So I guess what I'll initially ask is, Frank,
Yeah.
tell me about this game from an outsider's perspective.
So I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it runs in a window and it looks like it's meant to be on a tablet. And
Yes.
I guess if you know the cards, the pace of play seems like it would go pretty darn quick.
Yeah, I'd say games on average last about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm inspired by the fact that you said that there could be swings, because based on the one game we played, like, I kind of had, you're better at this stuff than I am, and I felt that you were going to win going in. But I was thinking, maybe like the beginner deck they give you will have like enough stupid strategy in it to like get by, and it didn't really seem that way.
Right.
So I'm wondering if like it's one of those things where if you play every day, you keep getting those daily packs, and you keep buying packs with the silver that you earn, will everything get better, or At some point, you have to knuckle down and just buy some gold.
Frank, that is my fear with every single one of these games. The only game that it hasn't been a fear is Hearthstone so far, because they have a matchmaking system. Like, a good matchmaking system. But, with any of these types of games, like, I don't know if Solforge has a solid matchmaking system that won't put me against people who are way better than me. But the fact of the matter is, if I wanted to get into tournament plays, like, I would probably have to drop some dollars. Yeah. I think the other thing that this game is definitely missing, that would really help, that would really, really help with that, is there's still no way to dispose of doubles.
Okay.
Like right now, if I was to go to my deck builder, I'll look at the most copies I have of a card. I have 15.
Something crazy.
15 Matrix Wardens. I only need 3.
15
Okay,
copies.
Wait, maybe I can. Okay, here's why I didn't think I could, is because before they didn't have that in, and they talked about putting it in, but they hadn't. If they did, that's great. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you?
yeah, I just got rid of 12 of them. But here's the thing. I got rid of 12 of them, and it turned into 60 silver.
Okay.
60.
I mean, what the heck? What were you doing with them before?
That's true. I mean, it's more than nothing.
You turned nothing into silver. That's flipping alchemy right there.
Yeah. I wonder if I could sell all these copies and turn them into packs. Okay, that's nice. I'm glad they added that in. Good job, guys. Sorry for being such a douche. They even make it easy. They automatically put the amount you'd have if you, oh wow, this sells for a lot. Okay. I just feel like a total idiot now. Proved myself wrong.
Hey, that's good, though. That's a good thing.
No, it's a great thing.
Seated #1 for a reason now.
Yeah. And this is exactly what I mean, is when I say this is the most advanced. Like, back when I was playing it more, this feature wasn't in. But they've had so much time with this game now that it's by far the, like, most polished of any of the games I'm playing. The question...
Now I had a question.
Oh,
Let's see if you can figure this out.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, I went to see... I imagined myself playing Solforge and wanting to get a booster pack or something.
Uh-huh.
Right? So, I went to the buy gold button. Perfect. 1,300 gold's $5. You know, 2,750 is $9.99. And I was like, okay, that's a little strange, because they say at the bottom 2,600 gold plus 150 bonus gold, and then it says 5% bonus. So I was like, that doesn't seem quite right, because 5% of 2,600 doesn't seem like it'd be 150. And sure enough, 2,600, 5% of that is 130. So they're giving you 20 extra gold, and I'm wondering where that's coming from.
That's weird.
I mean, I'm not complaining. You're getting a little bonus gold.
Yeah.
Like, they're saying it's a 5% bonus, and it's actually more than a 5% bonus. because you'd need what? It'd have to be 3,000 gold. So they're giving you 5% of 3,000 gold, not 2,600. I'm really confused. I mean, I don't care. It's good. You're getting more gold than you should.
They're trying to do you a solid, dude.
Yeah, they're underselling their value. Like,
oh wow.
It's actually oh,
Frank,
what?
I've undervalued how good selling these cards is.
Okay.
I'm gonna be able to buy a few boosters after doing this, just because of the
So you're
collection.
selling them for silver?
Yeah, like, I had a couple copies extra of rares, and they're selling for like 3,550 gold. Or silver.
Gold?
Sorry. I keep getting
That's real
keep
money.
getting confused. Like, I have 7 Cinderfist Brawlers. I can sell 4 of them for 14,200 silver.
And when you say sell them, is that like to a person, or is that like...
I'm just sending them back into the system.
Silver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially. Here's what I want to see, and I don't see it. I definitely don't see it, because I looked a bunch, because I didn't want to look like an idiot again. Is I wish there was a way to trade them, because I would like give you extra copies of stuff. Or somebody who wanted to play the game. Like, I would keep a lot of these, because I'd be like, Frank, you'd be like, hey Pete, I'm joining this game. I'd be like, alright, here's a bunch of cards.
Huh. So how this game is about building decks. How is the deck building interface?
As far as I remember, it's okay. So the way it works is, can you go to it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It just looked a little overwhelming, other than like, hey, drag a card down here.
Yeah, it is if you don't know the cards, but you can turn it into a like a visual way to look at the cards too. If you look in the upper right hand corner.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And you can sort the columns, so you know like what you have a bunch of.
Seems good.
Yeah, and you can sort by faction.
Hindermind. My Palladium Hindermind is my best card right now, in terms of rarity.
Is it red or yellow?
Well, it's blue.
It's blue? Okay, that's a rare.
Okay.
Then yellow are the heroic, and red are the legendary. I only have 5 legendary cards in my entire collection.
Huh. Did you play any of them against me?
Flameblade champion.
Good old Flameblade champion.
Whenever he deals battle damage to a player, he deals that much damage to each creature that player controls. So he's pretty good. I also had Scorchmane Dragon in my deck, but didn't use it. But I don't know, like
Oh wait, what's more rare, yellow or
yellow?
Oh, then the Grimgaunt Predator, I guess, is...
Grimgaunt Predator is really good. Or wait, I have way more than I thought.
You're just learning all kinds of things today.
I forgot I blanked out a bunch of the factions. I was looking at only my Tempest cards. But yeah, there's an advanced search too. So you can, have you pulled that down yet?
No.
And there's currently 2 sets. There's Alpha and Roll on the Floor.
Rotful.
Yeah.
Well, Rotfa.
Rotf.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like Rite of the Forge or something?
I have 30,000 silver.
Nice. I got a question.
Yeah.
I clicked on Cinderfist Brawler. I was
Okay.
admiring the art. Then I looked at the bottom when it brings up the big art display, and it says card forging.
Yes.
I owned 1. Account bound is 1. Locked. Collect 4 copies to unlock. What does that mean?
Okay, so what they're saying is that they don't want you selling cards to them just because, like, you don't play the faction, I'm guessing. So what it is once you get more than 3, which 3 is the limit you can put in a deck, they start allowing you to sell copies of that card.
Oh, okay. That way I can't just take the cards they're giving me and then sell them.
Right. And just
that makes sense.
try again. So can you buy gold with silver? No. Okay.
No. Gold's a cash only thing from what I can tell.
So
Man, I wonder if people have thrown $100 in.
I don't know. I would not be surprised. I think this game actually is pretty popular. It has a pretty good community around it.
That's good.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's a solid game. I actually really do enjoy it, and I think the key for me to playing it a lot would be owning an iOS device. The fact that I don't is like maybe what scares me a little bit, but the reason I kind of discount that a bit is because like I can't play any of these games on an iOS device. So all of these I can play on a touch screen tablet that I own.
So have you tried this on your tablet?
Yes, works great.
And okay, cool.
Um,
Because I noticed like a lot of the fonts and stuff are like really big. Like they're not obviously not meant for a PC monitor.
mm-hmm.
Like it's meant to be able to be read on a tablet, you know?
Yeah, this game works better on my tablet than it does on my PC. Like it looks way better and runs better, and the interface is more intuitive. But yeah, this is definitely still high on my list. Like I would still consider this one of the top runners, just because I think the greatest advantage is like the game's ready to go, already.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait through
It was
development.
kind of cool. Yeah, and like, well, from my perspective, like I downloaded it and I was able to jump in and play, like 2 seconds,
Yeah,
I mean, the deck's built for you. Like they have a tutorial that you can hit right there.
Mm-hmm. And
like, it goes quick.
It helps you that you have knowledge of these types of games a little bit, and but yes, the mechanics are very, very simple, but the game itself is actually very skill based, which I enjoy.
Yeah. Anytime there's a lot of room for hard swings and like recovery and comebacks and that kind of stuff, that there's like a lot of skill involved.
Yes. I've piloted myself to tragic losses, so I know how that feels. And yeah, I think the game shows a surprising amount of depth. Like, it shocks me at times how deep the game goes. And so, and the fact that they've kind of cleaned up the way they do their store, and they've added tournaments, which weren't in the game when I first started playing, and they've added that feature of selling back cards, which I'll probably do for the rest of the night.
Just go through and sell your dupes.
Yeah, just sell all my dupes back, and then and then just open boosters for the rest of the night. Because who doesn't like opening boosters, honestly?
There's nobody doesn't love opening boosters.
It's true. But yeah, I think this will be an interesting week because we have our Contender, which is a game I know hardly anything about, but was recommended to me by a friend. Faeria, which is a card game maybe that is completely devoid of the mechanics I'm used to. So I think that'll be interesting. I don't think I've run into a card game like that in a long time. Maybe since I started playing Netrunner, and I was like, what is this? Why am I playing cards sideways? Cards are face down. I know what is this? And that game worked great. So I'm willing to give new mechanics a shot. So I'm excited to try Faeria, and then next Friday, which that video will go up next Thursday of Faeria, and then Friday will be the results between Solforge and Faeria. So I'm really interested to see how that pans out. But Frank, thanks.
This is interesting.
It's a fascinating experiment. I really enjoy doing this, and like, to be honest with you, doing these is the only time I feel educated.
The only time?
I feel in my comfort zone doing these videos. I feel like I can speak well and control what I'm saying. And in every other video, I'm stumbling around. Even the podcast, I'm interacting with people, and I can't properly do it. But you put me in a mathematical situation with cards, it's just like I should be counting cards. That's what it all comes down to.
Hey, it's not illegal. You should go do it.
Yeah, if it's not illegal, you should go do it. That's the best advice you've ever given.
That's like the best advice. Yeah, that's the kind of advice I'd give too.
It's not illegal.
Real honest.
You should go do it. Well, right. Frank, thanks for joining me. I enjoyed having a guest for a week. This was really fun.
Thanks for having me, Pete.
It was great to have somebody to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah, I think it was. I had a good time. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about you. I learned a lot about how to not stipulate your percentages if they're just completely wrong. I mean, like, I don't know why they're doing that to themselves.
I like this. You should email. Be like, hey, you're ripping yourself off.
Like, you're depriving yourself of. So, like, it's probably nice to say, like, oh, it's a 15% bonus, but guess what? I'm gonna do the math right now. Right now. Saying you're getting 26,000 gold plus a 15% bonus of 4,000. Let's do that. 15% of 26,000 is 3,900. So they're giving you an extra 100 gold right on top.
All right. I think that's a good note to end on. We should shoot them an email. We'll email them from your Indie Games AAA account. Give them the word.
just send them a voicemail. You guys have your percentages. Buzz off, you loser.
All right, Frank, where can we find you on Twitter if people want to follow you?
You can find me at Snillock74. I have many famous people following me.
One famous person. One really peculiar famous person. And you can find me at IndiePD. Come back next week. And for the following, like, I'm doing this for like 12 more weeks, so get ready.
Maybe I can join you another time then.
I would hope so. Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. I'll give you a heads up. Thanks again. Thank you, fans. Thank you, random wandering nomads. We will see you next week.
Shout out to the nomads.